Hello, everybody. Happy Moon Day. My name is Shara Prophet. I am the founder of Open Door Hypnosis and the Bee Magic School. Today, we are going to be talking about how to transmute anxiety into beneficial energy utilizing alchemy. Give me 1 second. As you guys come into the live, please feel free to everybody, happy Moon Day. My name is Sharon. Please feel free to share this video as you come in. Tag your friends and your family and all that good stuff. All righty, let's jump right into this. Okay, so first of all, anxiety is something that is very common and very prevalent in amongst people. I get a lot of clients that come in for anxiety relief. I suffered from anxiety for a very, very long time to the point where I wasn't even breathing. Like I would hold my breath, and I didn't even realize that I wasn't breathing until I learned how to breathe properly and how to take deep breaths, regularly throughout the day. And it was crazy because once I started breathing deeply, I felt the difference. And I actually just boohooed crying because I realized, oh my God, I had been depriving my body, my organs of deep breaths of breathing, which is, breathing and air, that's life, that's spirit. So I had been depriving my cells, cells, of that much needed oxygen. And what happened over time is that as I kept breathing deeply and just allowing myself to feel the breath and take time out throughout the day, no matter what I'm doing, just to breathe deeply. Hey, Tanita. I found that a lot of stress and a lot of tension and tightness and discomfort in my physical body was lightening up, and I would feel that deep, deep release. Okay. So we're not going to get too much into breathing today, but I do want to give you guys 3 things that you can do to shift your anxiety into something that will benefit you. Okay. Choosing alchemy over anxiety, meaning instead of me being pulled into this whirlwind of anxious feeling, right? Expecting something bad to happen. I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do to help you stop before you go into that downward spiral and lose yourself and start creating situations in your 3D world that you do not want to have happen, because that is what fear and anxiety will do to you. Now, there are 2 types of anxiety. One comes from excitement, anticipating something great to happen, and the other one comes from fear, anticipating something terrible happening, right? So we're talking about the kind of anxiety that pulls you into that mindset of anticipating something terrible happening, all right? Because when you go down that road, you notice how everything throughout your day just goes off, right? It just gets off track. And it doesn't have to be something extreme, but you just kind of notice, what the hell? You ever had one of those days, you're like, oh my God, like, why is this happening? This is happening too. It's just like whatever could go wrong goes wrong. And my life used to be like that. My life used to feel like it was in a constant downward spiral until I realized that I was creating it, right? I was creating it because leading back to childhood wounds, right? Things that happened in my childhood set me up to expect the worst, to expect to be let down, to expect to not have things go the way I want them to go. Okay. And so when you have that type of deeply rooted expectation in your nervous system, in your subconscious mind, you're running off of a program that's saying this is as good as it's going to get. And it's probably going to get worse than this. Okay. It's not going to get better. It's just going to get worse. When you are in that ruminating thought cycle, then what you're doing is you're creating, right? Because your subconscious mind is your emotional mind, it's your imagination. It's the God consciousness that creates reality for you. So if you are constantly in that mindset and you're anxious and you're expecting things to not work out, and your vocabulary, the language that you speak, is also impregnating the field of this, which is the substance that creates all things, impregnating that field with low expectation, fear, doubt, worry, insecurity, and anxiety. The anxiety is the feeling that is fueling those thoughts. See, a lot of people want to try to hurry up and manifest things in their lives, and then they get disappointed when the manifestation shows up, because it works. You can manifest without being healed. That's a whole nother topic. I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm going to do another live on that one, right? But this is the part that a lot of people miss when it comes to manifestation. People give you all these affirmations, they give you all of these things to do, which is great. And you'll see some type of benefit and some type of result from it. But guess what? Things end up going right back to the way they used to be, because you have not dealt with the root of your fear. That's the missing component in manifestation. Okay. Where are you manifesting from? Desperation, fear, worry, insecurity? Where are you manifesting from? So these three things that I'm getting ready to share with you right now, get a pen and paper, write it down. Okay. I might even turn this into another free download for you all. I don't know, but in case I do not, write it down. Okay. And you can always come back to this video if you're on Facebook, and you can definitely find it on YouTube for my YouTube subscribers. Okay. All right. So the first thing that you can do is remember your innate power and authority to change anything. Okay. Remember that. Stop, take a deep breath, and choose to remember, I have the power to shift this right now. Remember who you are. That's the most important thing, is remembering who you are. But most people don't know who they are, because they rely upon an external source, whether it's a deity, whether it's a system, meaning your doctor, your preacher, your teacher, okay, your job. Some people have a job and they rely solely on their job as their source of income and financial security. But it's not the job that's providing you that financial security. It's what you do with the money that you get from that job. I know people who have 9-to-5s and they've turned themselves into millionaires because of what they did with the money, because they understood that they have the power to shift. Okay, maybe I'm only making $50,000 a year, but I get to choose and direct the flow. I get to choose what to do with that money and direct the flow of that money, and put that money into circulation so that it can multiply for me. I can put it in certain things. I can use certain vehicles that will multiply the money. Okay. You have to start thinking outside of the box. Get yourself out of the self imprisonment of limitation. You have to do this. Okay. And the one way to do this is to remember your innate authority. And I'm just looking down at my notes because I wrote this, like, sometimes I wake up at like the hours between like 3 and 6 in the morning, and I just grab my phone and put these notes in here. Okay. Remember that energy moves constantly. Okay. Energy is constantly moving. This box of matches, it looks like it's solid, right? But it is moving. It's moving so fast that it looks like it's steel. Everything. The desk, microphone, computer, my home that I'm in right now. Everything is the energy is constantly moving. It's constantly moving. Okay. And so, why do we need to know this? This means that your environment is susceptible to change. I'm going to say that again. Energy is constantly moving, which means your environment is susceptible to change. Okay. Figure that out. I'm gonna let y'all, you can figure that out. Okay. Number two, use the what if ideology. What if I commanded my environment to benefit me instead of believing that it's harmful to me? This is why we bless our food before we eat it. It's not just being thankful and having gratitude for it or thanking some external deity for what's on your plate. Sometimes you might be in a situation where all you got to eat is like junk food, like McDonald's. Okay. You might be traveling and maybe you don't eat that stuff on a regular basis, but you're hungry and you need to fuel yourself. What if you could command that food to hold some sort of nutritional value for you, and that your body is so intelligent that it understands that right now we need to eat this, but you're only going to take the nutrients from the food that I have alchemically created and put inside of this. We know McDonald's don't have no nutritional value, right? But what if me using my divine right to alchemically shift the molecules in this food to create it and make it nutritious for me? What if I did that? And what if, because I tell my body what to do, my body said, okay, well, we're going to take all of the nutrients that you put into the food, okay, using your belief and your energy to shift this, and the power of your word as a magician, right? What if you just did that? And what if you did that for everything in your life? Not just your food, but everything in your life. Okay. Number three. This is an affirmation that I love to use, and I change this up, for different things. But this is the one that I'm going to share with you today. Okay. And I'm sharing this specifically around food and things like that, but you can use it for anything. Okay. The food that I eat, the drink that I drink, and my environment supports and promotes whole health in my mind, body, and spirit. Okay. The food that I eat, the drink that I drink, and my environment supports and promotes whole health in my mind, body, and spirit. Very powerful, especially us living in America, where the food in our drink and our environment is not the cleanest or the healthiest. I live in LA. Believe me, I've had many different uh, respiratory issues just because the air is not good quality out here. So I have to do this. I have to alchemize my immediate environment to maintain my health. Okay. I have to do that. the food that we eat here in America, we already know it's trash. It's trash. Now, I am blessed because I have a Whole Foods near me, I have a Trader Joe's, I have a Sprouts, I have farmers markets and stuff like that near me, and I love good quality whole foods, meaning fruits and vegetables and things like that. And I cook and I put a lot of pride, I take a lot of pride in the food that I eat, and I make sure to eat good quality, high quality foods. But everybody is not in that position. Everybody cannot do that. Everybody uh, some people live in food deserts. Some people don't have a car. Some people don't have the resources or the money to go and purchase foods from Whole Foods and things like that. Okay. But if you do this, if you take this free information and you share this with somebody that you know might be in that situation, right? Whatever it is that they have access to, they can alchemize it for it to take care of their bodies. They can alchemize it so that it supports, promotes, and benefits whole divine health in their mind, body, and spirit. Okay. And again, you can use this for anything. All right. Okay. Yes, Tanita, the food I eat, the drink I drink, and my environment supports and promotes whole health in my mind, body, and spirit. Okay. And you can switch, you can change that up however you want to. You can put your own spin on it. You can add whatever words feels most that resonate most with your subconscious language, because we all take in information differently, right? So some people may respond more to literal and more direct suggestions, and some people respond best to inferred suggestions. And then there's people who can tap into both the literal and the inferred. I'm one of those people. I'm a somnambulist, which means I take in information both literally and through the inference, which means that I can also slip into a trance state very easily. Okay. And if you want to learn more about suggestibility, I recommend that you sign up for the free 3-day hypnosis masterclass that I have in the Be Magic School. It's free. You have 3-day, you can go through it. It's a ton of great information in there to help you understand your subconscious mind power, to help you understand suggestibility, okay, and how it plays a role in the way you take in the world around you. Very important to know that. Really important to understand how you take in information. All right. Okay. So on Thursday, May 16th at 4 p.m., you are invited to sit in on one of our Mystical Money Mastermind classes. Okay. You can sit in live. You are free to ask questions. And this is just a one-time thing. So if you wanted to get a feel for, my teaching style, or you wanted to check out the class and just see like, okay, is this something that I really want to do? Then you are invited to come in and audit that class. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have created an invite here on Facebook. I'll put the links and stuff in the comments after this video is wrapped up. It is free for you to sign up. And then if you are not able to catch the live stream, that's totally fine. Once you sign up, you have to register for the class. You have to do that. You have to sign up. It is free to sign up. I see people saying, "Oh, I'm going." But if you don't register, you will not have the information because I will not share the link, the Zoom link on Facebook. You have to sign up in order to get access to the link, okay? As soon as if you're not able to make the live stream, that's totally fine, because then you have 7 days to access it. You have 7 days to catch the replay. Okay. And then you will be able to download any worksheets or PDF files that are in that particular class. Okay. And you get to keep those. Those are yours to keep forever. All right. So I hope that you all can join us. It's going to be fabulous. I will also be making another announcement of a special hypnosis ritual that I'm going to be doing. So I will be posting about that between today and tomorrow. All right. So I hope this has been a helpful video for you. Please do share it with your friends and family and tag people in this video if you feel so inclined to do so. But I will talk to you all later. Have a fabulous Monday. Bye.